Welcome back to Gear Daddy. I'm your host, Daddy Troy. Today I'm going to talk about an indispensable piece of software for families. It's called iPhoto. It helps you manage your family photos, and it has some really amazing new features such as face recognition. So stick around till after the break. Today's episode is sponsored by Baby Bjorn. They make some of the best baby gear on the planet. It's father friendly, and check out this packaging. Dad right on the cover. Baby Bjorn. So this is iPhoto by Apple, and one of the things I really like about it as a parent is that it has multiple ways by which I can organize my photos. So here I've got them all organized by date or by an event, and today I want to focus on an event where my family and I went hiking at Pedernales State Park in Central Texas. Down here at the bottom you see me scrolling through all the photos in that event. Really cool feature. I can do a quick preview, and I'm going to click on that event, and there are all the photos that I took that day. One of the features I'm really excited about with the new iPhoto is face recognition. Check this out. Let me pick a picture of my son. Let's tell iPhoto that I want to give this particular face a name. So I click on the name feature, and it knows right where he is. And I'm going to tell it that this is my son. So now it knows that this face is my son's face. I click done, and then I can go back to this event. And rather than look at it as an event, let's now look at it under the Faces tab, and you'll see that it shows up as one of these faces on the corkboard. I'm going to click on him, and it goes through the rest of my photo collection, and it finds photos that might also be my son. There's this really quick tab I can press right here. It says confirm name, and you'll see that these little words come up beneath each picture, and it asks me to confirm or not confirm if it's my son. It actually focuses right in on the face. So I'm going to go through and say, yes, this is my son. Notice how it turns green. Yes, this is my son. No, that's not my son. And the more of these that I click on, the better it gets at predicting who my son is. I'm now going to say I'm done, and you will now notice that all these pictures along the top are pictures that have my son in them. I can go back to the main corkboard, and I can just cycle through and see all these pictures of my son are now stored under this image. So here I am back on the events page, and I want to talk about the geolocation feature of iPhoto. If you have a camera that has geolocating or GPS capabilities, it will know where you took a picture and transmit that information over to iPhoto. For instance, this picture right here was taken while my son and I were biking on Town Lake in downtown Austin. If I click on the little information button, I can actually look at a map, and it knows right where I was in downtown Austin. Pretty amazing that the camera actually told the computer that that's where I was. Now, the pictures that I took from the date that I went to Pedernales State Park, these were not taken with a camera that is able to geolocate, and so therefore I want to go in and tell iPhoto where they were. So I'm going to click on the I button. There's a map. I can actually type in Pedernales Falls State Park. I say okay, and it finds it right there in the little bend in the river where we were by the falls. This is a great feature for families because it can help you remember where you were when you took your photos. Here's where it gets really fun. I can take all of these photos, and I'm going to go down here to the bottom and tell iPhoto I want to make a book out of these photos. And this is really cool. I'm going to tell it to make a travel book. It's got this travel theme that Apple's already loaded for you. And I can drag my two favorite pictures down, such as the picture of my son hugging my daughter. And I can type this as our trip to Pedernales State Park. And we'll look at the inside of the book. I'm gonna go to the next page. I could type all this text about our trip, put a picture of my son and daughter on the way there, anticipating the trip. And then one of the coolest features, Apple has a set of maps already loaded in, and you'll notice here, this is a map of Texas and the Texas coast, and it pinpoints the nearest city and actually puts a map in of where we were. This is really fun to put all your kids' images in here like this. There's a picture of mom and son. And there's another picture of them learning to climb. I'll drag that picture in there. But if you don't think you're really good at graphic design or you just want to do it quickly, check this out. At the bottom here, I can do what's called autoflow. So a travel book is actually a pretty big book. It's an 8.5 by 11 approximately sized book. But I can also buy a little flip book. Let me show you that now here. I'm going to go back to this particular event and click on that event. There are all the photos from that event. And I now want to make a new type of book. I'm going to make a little flip book. that's just 3.5 inches by 2 5/8 inches. I'm gonna choose that, click on autoflow, and watch this. It automatically takes all my images and sticks them in the book for me. Pretty neat. You'll notice here at the bottom right, one click, buy a book, lay down your credit card, and that book is shipped right to you. This little flip book cost under $4. It's a great way to have a permanent copy of your trip. You look at the lower part of this screen, Apple has made it really easy to share with their online service called MobileMe, which is a cloud service in which all of your photos, calendar, and everything else is stored on their servers. It's great. You've also got Facebook. You can also select a single image and go right to the email program, and it'll email an image that's either high quality, middle quality, low quality, whatever you tell it. It's really easy to share images with your friends. So here's a really cool feature. I'm going to select all the pictures, and I'm going to make a slideshow which feels like a movie, and I'm going to export it and share it with all my family, and Apple will actually choose the music for me. It's really cool. Watch this. So that's iPhoto by Apple. Next week I'll be reviewing another piece of Apple software called GarageBand. This week's episode was sponsored by Baby Bjorn. They make some of the best baby gear on the planet, Baby Bjorn. Now, a big plug for DadLabs.com. If you're a dad who goes hiking with your kids, go over there. We have a whole user group dedicated to just that. We'll see you next week on Gear Daddy and all week long at DadLabs.com.